Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the simplest way I know how to do a cut crease, and I'm going to tie it all together into a look that's perfect for like just a night out. So first I'm going to start by prepping my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I use this spray for literally everything, as you'll see in the video. I'm kind of obsessed with it. The next thing I'm going to do is take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. I'm going to cover my eyelids with it. This will prep my eyelids and just give me like a perfect blank canvas to work on. So I'm going to just blend that out. Next I'm going to take the shade Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to cover my lids with it. I'm going to go into Warm Taupe, and I'm going to just start putting that into my crease. And that's where I'll just be building up all my color and making it darker and deeper. So after going with another layer of Tempera, I'm going to go in with Realgar. So that's that perfect orange shade. I really love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. I use this pretty much every day. It's like my basic palette. So I really highly recommend it. It's definitely one of my favorite purchases. So I'm just blending that out with a clean brush. And then I'm hitting it with more Realgar just to really accentuate the orange, because that's one of my favorite transition colors to use personally. I think it makes everything blend out perfectly. So I'm just packing that into my crease and blending it out with a fluffy brush. Next I'm using more of a packing brush, and I'm taking Cypress Umber, still from Modern Renaissance, and I'm just really packing that into my crease. Since we are going for like a really dramatic look for like going out, I decided to go like super dark with the eyes and super smoky. You guys could lessen it, if it's too much for you. Now I'm going to show you guys the really important part, which is how to do the cut crease. So what I do is I take a packing brush and I just put it on my lid like that, and then I look up. I know it looks super weird, but it's like literally the key, because when you look up, it's hitting your lid like perfectly where it would, leave marks if you didn't draw your crease high enough. So by just looking up, it literally tells you where to put the cut crease. Like, it gives you the line. So that's my easiest trick. So after you look up and you get that line set, all you have to do is just fill it in with concealer. Just keep it within those lines, and it'll keep it like perfectly even on both sides, and it'll keep it so that way throughout the day when you're looking up, it doesn't like transfer at all. So your cut crease will stay in place all day. I'm just going to keep blending it out. I'm going to go a little more than halfway through the lid, because I want the bulk of this look to be like the glitter shade that I'm going to put over it. So I'm using the Stila liquid metal eyeshadows, and this one is Rose Gold Retro. These are in my top 5 purchases I've ever made of makeup. They are insane. The pigmentation is ridiculous. Like, the color payoff is insane, as you guys will see. So I like to do like 2 or 3 layers of it. I find that that's the best way to get the maximum pigment out of it. So I'm just filling back in right where I just put that concealer, and then using my finger to just blend it right at the end. So that way there's just a seamless transition into the brown, and there's no harsh lines at all. Then I'm going to go back in with a couple more layers of the Stila, and this is what it looks like. It is so shiny and pigmented. I'm obsessed with it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just brush out my eyebrows with Essence Make Me Brow Gel. Essence is one of my favorite cruelty-free, really cheap companies. I really recommend them. Then I'm filling in my eyebrows with Anastasia Dip Brow. I believe the shade I use is Taupe. I like my brows nice and dark and bold, so that is how I will fill them in here. Some people don't like their brows to make as much of a statement, which is totally fine too. I do find that dip brow runs a little bit dark personally. So if you are looking to buy dip brow and haven't used it before, I would maybe go like a shade lighter than what you think you would be. Because this on me almost looks like really dark brown, and it's a medium brown tone, so I would definitely recommend going like a shade lighter, or just filling in your brows a little bit more sparsely if you're afraid of them looking too dark. I just draw some hairs in the front to make it look like my brows are thicker than they are naturally, because I have very thin brows. Now I'm going to be carving out my eyebrows using concealer, so I find this is the easiest way to make sure that your eyebrows look symmetrical. I mean, they always say, like, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but sometimes they're out here looking like cousins, so you gotta fix that shit. I find this is the best way, personally. You can just connect them so you know that the lines match up perfectly. Next, I'm going to be starting on my face, so I'm mixing Wet n Wild Photo Finish Foundation with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, just to get nice shades, since one's a little too dark, one's a little too light. I like to go very light with my foundation because I go really heavy with concealer, so just applying this lightly over my face. And then I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, just putting it over any areas that need to be concealed, and also just using it as sort of like a highlight on my face. These brushes that I'm using, by the way, are from a company called Storybook Cosmetics. They're this really cute company, and my boyfriend got me them for my birthday, and they're super adorable. The ones I'm using right now are roses, and I also have eyeshadow brushes from them that look like little wands. It's really cute. Their stuff is really cool, and they're cruelty-free and a small company, so I'm really happy that I could, promote them in this video a little bit. I also use their eyeshadow palette to put some of that silver in the inner corner of my eye. So I highly recommend their company. They're fantastic. So I'm just blending out the under eye concealer. Then just fixing any harsh lines between the blending of my eyeshadow and the concealer. Just making sure everything flows perfect. Next, I'm going to be baking my face. So for that, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This powder is the holy grail. I wanted to try it despite its ridiculous price tag, and it was definitely a great investment on my part. I do not regret it at all, and it has lasted me a super long time. So I'm baking my under eyes. I'm also going to be doing my forehead, where my laughter lines are, and anywhere that my face creases. Also under my contour. So basically my whole face. But I just think baking is so important. Like, it really helps your makeup last the whole day. I'm going to be going in with Benefit's Cheek Parade. So they have the Hoola Light Bronzer now, which I love so much. And I'm using that just to get a little bit of a base contour going. Since this is a super dramatic look for a night out, the contour is going to be extreme. So is my highlight. So that's just kind of how I'm filming this particular look. Normally I would probably stop around here for an everyday contour, but I do want to make it a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more, special if you were going out. Now, I have been trying to figure out for a while if Benefit is cruelty-free or not, because on their website it says that they are, but I've read other places that they are not. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, and I have not bought any Benefit products. I received this as a gift, but when I'm not really sure if a company animal tests or not, I normally don't purchase their stuff just to be cautious. So just be on the lookout for that if you guys, came to this video because I said everything was cruelty-free. I'm just not sure about Benefit. If you guys know, actually, commenting would be super helpful. If not, there are so many other great bronzers out there. You could use the one from Tarte, or you could use the one from NYX, even if you wanted something at a lower price point. So there's other alternatives to Benefit. Next, I will be highlighting with the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and my face right there was because of the fact that my glow kit is broken. She's been broken for like a year now, and I keep not fixing her, which I really need to get on. But yeah, I'm using the shade Pink Heart. This is my favorite shade in the palette. I just love pink, obviously. So next I'm going to be going back to my eyes for a little bit just to do a wing for you guys. I more or less freehand this wing without using a mirror. I'm just kind of like looking in this little palette mirror. But the easiest way for me to do a wing is just to, draw the portion of the wing that extends out of the eye and just kind of make it go towards, the brow. And then I like to go back into the inner corner and start to connect the two. So for me, that's always been the easiest method. Some people do it differently. Some people can do it in one swipe. Honestly, I don't know, but yeah. So I'm just using the NYX matte liquid liner. This is one of my favorites, and drugstore price. It's awesome. Definitely one of the best liners I've ever used. And I really love the matte finish on it. It's like perfect. So yeah, I fill in that wing, and then I'm going to do the other one off camera, because that's always the hardest part, is getting them to match. Just extending that out further. And the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to go do my lips. I am just received the Kylie lip kit in the shade Leo. It's a super like dark burgundy red color. I love it. It's like perfect if you're going out or doing something at night. So I'm using the lip liner. Overall, how I feel about this lip kit, it's okay. The liner's really good. The lip kit itself for this particular shade, I have others of Kylie's lip kits, and I find that this shade in particular is a little bit patchy. You definitely have to do multiple coats of it. Like she says, do one swipe, and that really just doesn't cut it. So I normally do like 2 or 3 coats of it because it's just not pigmented enough or even enough for one coat. Overall though, I really do love her lip kits. So the final step is I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. setting spray. Just give it a few sprays, and I'm all done with the look. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe, comment if you guys like this video or what else you guys want to see me doing. Thank you!